welcome back, right, to another video. This is Nine Kings, right, as it says there. Jumped back into this game recently, right, once I noticed that there was an update. Just basically turning the music up because it's just a little bit quiet on my end, and sometimes the music rate is fucking unreal in this game. But as I came to do a new run, I noticed that there was quest mode. Haven't done this, so thought, you know what, I'll make a little video right out of this and we'll get it going. Now, I don't have too many things that I want to talk about in this episode. I'm pretty much recording this all after the gameplay because I'm going to be cutting out a lot of this gameplay, because I lose quite a lot and I go on a massive ramble, which I'm trying to cut back a bit, right? So this is me just basically trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. But do apologise. Yeah, so there wasn't many things that I wanted to talk about in this video, right? I talked about them, deleted the audio because I rambled on way too long than needed. Gonna talk about two subjects that I really want to talk about, and a third one which I am still finding out information about, but would like to know your opinion. Right, so first one is Palworld, right? We are going to be doing a multiplayer 3 versus 3 raids on Palworld, right? It is going to be me, Cryptic, and Cryptic's missus on one team, and then it's going to be Nightmare Gaming, Invictus Bunny, and Invictus Bunny's partner on another team. Both teams have got 2 players that have played Palworld before, and 1 player that hasn't played Palworld as far as I'm aware. Now, there has been a few slight changes right at Palworld, right, since I last played right for a while on it. I played a bit right today. The building slightly changed. Few of the graphics right look a little bit better. This and that right have changed a bit, right? But that's not the point. We're going to be doing this, and every 10 days, let us pull back up Discord so I know. So every 10 days we'll go to an arena, because we can fight each other, but only at the arena. Because we're going to, like, if you see each other, you can go up to them, and yeah. So the original rules was permadeath and pals, no weapons used while fighting right against each other, 2 of each elements for base progression, max of 15. Don't understand that. PvP must be announced. Challenger must accept. I think they were meant to say the challenge E must accept battle. Must only have 1 pal per battle. You may not challenge the same player twice in the same area. And when going after the tower bosses, all party members must be accounted for. I'm not entirely sure right what meant by that, because I've been at work right over the weekend, and a lot of these rules got sorted out right during the week. So I don't know if this is everybody that's on the like team 1 and team 2s, or is that everybody? Apologize. Is that everybody on the server? I'm going to say it's going to be the second one, right? It's going to be the first one. All 3 members right are going to be there right while you're attacking the thing. Okay, kind of understand, you know. So that was the original rules, but then where was it? Alright, so Cryptic turned around and it's like, okay, just checked right if we want to do PvP, we need to change something in the files. Other than that, the only way to fight each other is at the arena. So my proposal is, instead of one fight in every area, we will, every 10 days, we will all go to the arena and fight in the arena. So that'll be interesting. Also, I don't know why he hasn't put this down on the main thing. It's pretty much like every time I checked this thing, it's like the rules kept changing, right? So you may only use one element type rate per pal, right, per person. Right. Bases must not be anywhere near each other. PvP allowed if you see each other and agree to battle. All tower bosses ready to be defeated. First team to complete that wins prize. That'll be sorted out later. Bases may have any type of pal to help with crafting and building. Pals may have a secondary stat, but the main stat must be the element that you chose. Right, so for example, I've closed that down. No, why can I never remember any of the pals that I've got shite, like dual the small little penguins, or even the penguins that look like they should be pirates, right? Those pen kings, right, are water and ice, but their main element is water. So if you've got water, you can use that. You can use water and electric, right, for the Pengullet looks, right? You can use water and ice for the Penking, the Penglit. I'm not sure if there is a one right where it's above. Okay. And like the ones that kind of get fucked over right with this rule is dragons. There are not a lot of dragon pals. Let's call them Pokemon. Dragon pals right now got dragon as the main type, right? So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 pals that have got the dragon as the main element. Other than that, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 other pals that have got a dragon type, but it's a dragon subtype, according to this this chart anyway. I'm busy trying to see right if there's anything that tops water. Oh yeah, the Finsider Ignis has got fire on top of the water, so you wouldn't be able to use that. But there's not many that kind of take over water. Now I'm in 2 minds of getting dark, choosing dark pals, right, for Celion, right, which is a creature that kind of has a giant moon, like semi-moon, right, or crescent moon following behind her, because insane attacks, right, and dark kind of has a lot of mixes. Actually, no, they don't. A lot of the mixes are other elements than dark. But dark's got quite a few pals that you can use. Anyway, which is quite good. A lot of the ones right that I kind of use anyway. That's where there's Where are you? I'm pretty there we go, yeah. Okay. Alright, so I can use you. It's either between Darkness, right, for that Pokemon, which I will be posting up a video, right? Well, a picture of in the video, so you know which pal I'm talking about. Or Ice for the Bastigo, right? Which is pretty much, if you see the trailer, right, of Pal World, one of the trailers, right, shows you this, obviously this guy, right, that looks like he's in the military, or he's just a big massive fucking guy, and he fights this more or less looking like a werewolf sort of thing. Werewolf crossed with a lion, crossed with a bear, right? All the way across, right, the Pal World location map, right? Like, that is what I'm after. So those are my two choices that I'm busy looking at, right? Because I've got both of them in my single player. They both do fan-fucking-tastic, right? It's like fire does great, right? And if you do go fire, you got quite a good choice. Ooh, do apologize. Had a sneeze sneak up on me. No, there's a special flower one. Okay, didn't realize that. The grass has got an insane amount of choices, where mostly everything that is grass kind of takes over. Neutral's got a decent amount. There's a handful of them that have got elements on top. But you got like some that are kind of cool. There's a one that I've only just stumbled across right recently, that it's got both a dark and a black variant. Is pretty much a Centaur Knight, right? And these are legendary pals, so they cannot be caught. Well, they can't say be found just while running around. Like, you have to beat the boss, right, of them. Apparently they can be hatched from a huge common egg, but I am going to guess that the chances of it being hatched right from that egg is very rare, because every huge common egg that I've had, now by all means I've never completely searched the entire map. I haven't even completed all the boss towers. The only Pokemon I ever got right from a huge common egg was a Kingpaca, right? But they've got, right, for this Paladris, right, Pal, there is also a dark version of that as well, which kicked my ass. On the map it's level 60. I was like level 58 and I still died. It's pretty much, sorry about that, I said that he knocked me mic. I will take out that shit. But yeah, no, it's just a pain in the ass. So that one I'll probably stream on myself, or do recordings of, just so you all know what's happening. Just give me a second. I apologize about that, but I had to go sort something out quickly. Pardon me. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna stream it, because every 10 days we go and challenge each other right in a fight. Depending on how things go, which is if it's done through like, because it's me brother and sister-in-law that are, it's Cryptic and his missus that are bloody, fuck's sake, words are struggling in my mind, that are sorting this all out, right, and setting up the server. If they purchase a server, rent it for like a month or two, and that is how it goes, that'll be grand, because I won't actually have to be on all the time. I can set up a little bit, set up a few things, get me Pokemon that I really want to use, stick them in a base, and just have them researching what they need to research. Whether that is they improve the handling things so we can make bullets and armor and shite and everything else we need that quickly, or I can have them smelting things or researching how to make things smell faster, mine and shite, all that, or even just farming, you know, depending on what element that I end up choosing to go. Because I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm gonna have to sit down and speak with Cryptic and his missus to figure out what elements they're looking at going, and then we can kind of sort ourselves out from that. Yeah, so that one's going to be a bit of a fun. If I do stream it, I hope you just come check it out. If I don't, expect some videos of whatever highlights I can find. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is oh shit, what was it? Oh, yeah. A story that was meant to tell me brother right the day. I just forgot because I was tired right from working. I had the day off, right, but just had like no sleep right the night before, woke up, was groggy, pretty much was falling asleep right the entire day. I think I had a nap right at some point, and then just, you know, I was like, right, look, I'm gonna have to move, I'm gonna have to do something, and I just forgot. Oh, but yeah, need more coffee. Yeah, so I was at work, and one of my colleagues came in. She'd been out drinking. She came in with mum and dad, have a few drinks because we get cheap drinks. Mum and dad left ready to go back home. She stayed to have a few drinks with everybody after work. And so like we finished work right earlier than I was expected, so we sat down, we had a few drinks with her. And she started complaining because I live the furthest away from everybody. I don't live in the city where I work. I live about an hour and a half right outside of the city where I work. So I've got to leave early. I leave work to get the last transport home, which is always just after 11 o'clock. Like the last transport leaves the city at about 20 past 11. So I've got to leave the work at 10 past 11. Because it takes about 5 minutes for us to get from there to wherever I'm going. And because it's either the bus or the train, I like to give myself an extra 5 minutes right to sit down right and like make sure I've got everything, make sure I've got enough time to arrive at either the train station or the bus station. So she was asking, oh, why don't you ever come out drinking with you? You need to come out drinking with her and all that. And I was like, look, I would love to. But at this point in time of the night, since it was about 10 to 11, she was drunk. She arrived right at work, right, because we had like a pub quiz going on. I think she arrived right around about 7 o'clock, so she'd been there right for, at that point, right, almost 4 hours, drinking more or less half price drinks. So she was gone, right? She was pissed. But because she was staff, right, she wasn't going on any havoc, right? We just allowed her to be. So we were chatting about that, right? Bonny enough lass. And she was like, oh, why don't you ever come out drinking with her, right? You know, that, right? Like, she knows the reason why I don't come out drinking. She was like, look, I've got a pull-out settee, right? A pull-out sofa. You can sleep on that. I was like, look, that is very nice of you, right? But because I have shit to do in the mornings, right, and shit to do right during the days. I can't, right? I can't stay out, right? Especially if I got work in the next morning, which I did. So I was like, look, that is very nice, but unfortunately, I won't be able to fit right on the pull-out settee. And she's like, oh, that's fine. Right, because I'm like 6'5", right? I better fit on my fucking bed. Right, never mind the pull-out settee. So she was like, okay, well, I've got a big enough garden. You can sleep in the garden. I was like, oh, thanks. And she's like, it's okay. I'll tie you up right to the washing line so you don't run away. You know, I'm not going to be one of these cruel fuckers, right, like the kids, right, from Peter Pan, right, saying, right, the fucking nanny, right, as she's chained up, like, oh, come on, right, and it's like, your dog's, she's like, the dog's chained up, she's gonna choke the dogs, right, it's like, it's alright, we won't do that, right, like, I'll treat you better, right, than they did, right, and I was like, okay, I'm getting locked up, chained up, no, am I getting the dog collar right put on, like, what the fuck's happening, right? But I don't mind it because I know she's drunk, right? And like legit, it doesn't bother me, right? I'm not into it, but you know, never done it, but it's always a first thing, right? Always a first time for something. Just don't think I would prefer it to be locked up outside. Don't mind the cold, right? But I think that would be a little bit uncomfortable outside. And all that, so me and the colleagues that were around were right and all that because all the customers had left. Quiz had been over right for about half an hour, 45 minutes. So customers had left and it was legit, it was just staff in the building. So the staff right who just finished work were looking right, like we were looking at you, was like, what the fuck's happening? Like, have I right fucking ended right some fucking kinky relationship that I don't even know about? Like, what the fuck's this shit? Right? Like, if I agree to this, right, am I going to come in right fucking tomorrow, right, for work, right, on all fours, right, with a fucking ball gag in my mouth or some shit, with a tail right in my ass? No idea, right? And then she ended up the conversation, right, with, oh, if the garden's not big enough, right, which, the garden, right, isn't solely hers, right, because she lives in a city, and they just have as many places right as possible, she's got a shared garden. Imagine if I agreed, went out drinking, got smashed, but fell asleep in the back garden, tied up to the fucking washer pole. Imagine the family right waking up in the next morning, or the people next door waking up next morning right looking out of the window or going outside with the hand washing out, and there's a 6'5" right fucking bloke tied right to the washing line, fucking ever unconscious or just waking up. Like, what? How do you react in that situation? You know? But she was like, oh well, the garden's not big enough for you. I've got a nice big ottoman. Right, and I was like, I'm confused where this is going, my friend. Like, but before she could see anything else, she just got distracted with something, right? Somebody else, right, started chatting with her, which I was like, thankful for that. Right, so she ran away, right, and I was like, I don't know what I'm being invited to. Like, am I being pegged? Am I being gagged? Like, have I became a pet? Like, what the fuck's happened? Right, so we all joked about this, right? And then I told the lassie about it because she was drunk, she didn't remember it. The next day, and she was mortified, but thought it was absolutely hilarious at the same time, because she didn't remember any of this because she was drunk, but she was a friendly drunk, right? And when I was telling her this story, she had an absolute shocked look on her face, and then she just burst out fucking laughing. Because she found it so fucking funny that she asked all these things, and then we all said all these things afterwards. And she was like, fuck me, I must have been really drunk. I don't remember asking this or anything. I was like, yeah, That is fine. That is why I did not take you up on that offer. Because you were drunken. Like, you weren't in the right mind rate to offer me the shared garden. Never mind the fucking pull-out sofa. But yeah, so that was weird. So I'm going to end this here. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do leave a like, comment and subscribe. Without further ado, bye-bye.